Hello, and welcome to today's video. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever in the world you are. Today's video is a little bit all over the place, which is why I thought I'd start it off by attempting to give you some context. It's the next day from my previous vlog where I was initially planning to start my journey down to the south. However, that did not go to plan, as you will see, and I stayed in Pai for an extra day before heading down to Khao Sok. It was a 2-day journey down to Khao Sok. We have a day in Chiang Mai and a day in Bangkok, which is all included in this video. It's one of my longer videos for sure, or at least it's jam-packed with information and content, so make sure you have some snacks, a drink, and get comfy and join me on this journey. As I expected, there's no tickets left. So I booked a ticket for tomorrow and now I need to find somewhere to stay overnight today. I just got my breakfast, some butter which I won't use. I've got some peanut butter and some toast. I guess we're going with plan B today, which is stay in Pai an extra day, learn how to ride a bike. So I'm gonna learn to drive a bike like the girl over there is doing. So I'm at a place called Pai. And just like plan A, plan B didn't work out. I considered cutting this whole section out of the video, but I want to show you both the ups and the downs of traveling. The guy who was renting the bikes told me to go back at 1 o'clock after he had finished teaching the other girl. So that is what I did. However, when I went back, he had no bikes left for me and he basically didn't give me a lesson. It's all right. I got over it and I went with plan C, which was get a Thai massage because I didn't know what else to do. I am getting the bus at 8 o'clock to go to Chiang Mai, where I will be spending the day there, and then this evening I'm getting the overnight bus to Bangkok and then getting the overnight bus again to Khao Sok, which is so exciting for me. This is like a major bucket list thing for me. I mean, Thailand as a whole is a bucket list thing, but Khao Sok National Park is like the absolute dream. I didn't sleep very well last night because it's very cold in Pai in the evenings. Like it drops down to like 10 degrees, and for some reason every hostel insists on having the windows open and a fan on, and it's just freezing. I slept like with this on because I was so cold, and a towel. But yeah, didn't sleep very well. And then on top of that there was like a cockerel like screaming all night, starting at like 3 a.m. or something. But it's okay. I feel quite energetic to say that I haven't really slept much. But yeah, I think it's probably the excitement and the adrenaline. I've taken some like travel sickness tablets, which are a must if you're in Thailand and you get like the slightest like bit of motion sickness, which I do. And yeah, I feel like it really helps me, but the tablet itself makes me really drowsy, so I always end up having a nap on the bus. Look at how beautiful it is. Like, it's sunrise now, sunrise, sunset, the night market, everything is just so pretty about this place. It took about 3.5 to 4 hours to get back. So if you watched 2 videos back, I was trying to go to what's it called, Doi Suthep in Chiang Mai, and I didn't make it. However, spoiler alert, we made it there this time. I got into the Chiang Mai bus stop, and then I got one of the red taxis from the bus stop to another red taxi stop. Not the same one that I went to last time. It was a little bit more far out. Some people came and then some more people came, and we didn't fill up the minivan, but we managed to convince the taxi driver to take us up to Doi Suthep. We also made a deal for him to wait for us and take us back down. I really enjoyed these red taxis because they're basically like converted pickup trucks, and honestly it reminded me of my childhood so much. Yeah, for those of you who don't know me personally, I grew up in a very small village this is the norm for me. This is where a lot of people get culture shock, but for me, it actually felt a bit like home, and I found some comfort in this. But we made it to Doi Suthep, and I am so happy that I got to go.
So I finally have made it to Doi Suthep. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time I'm trying.
Absolutely breathtaking, as pretty much all the temples are, to be honest. But you have to climb a lot of stairs to get up, and then I'll let me, who was vlogging, take it away and show you around.
I am so glad I made it here. I very almost didn't come to visit this temple because, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a temple and I've seen so many, but I really, really like it. I haven't been in the actual temple yet, but that is next on the plan. I just thought I'd walk around first, and I'm so glad I did, because yeah, it's just beautiful. I'm now in 7-Eleven getting some water and some snacks for this evening, and then I'll head back to the station. I'm going to walk, I think. It's like an hour and a half. I've got quite a while still and some time to kill. I could probably even get lunch on the way. So I think I found where I'm going to have lunch. It's a 40-minute walk from where I am at the moment, and it's exactly en route to the bus stop, so that's perfect. It's a little bit over halfway there, so it'll be a nice little break for me. I just love it when I recognise places. Like, I've been to that temple, I've been to that temple, I've been across that bridge, I saw a couple get engaged on that bridge. I can see the place where I'm gonna go for food, and I really hope it's good food. That is where I'm eating. I'm just waiting to cross the road. Okay. Here it is, guys. It looks so yellow. I mean, it is so yellow, but it's so good. Okay, I demolished that cow soy and I'm now off to the bus stop. It's about a 40-minute walk. It's currently 3:30, so I should get there around like 4:10. My bus isn't until like 8:45. The reason I'm going back so early is because where I've stored my luggage closes at 5, and of course I need my backpack to carry on my journey. Got my water, need to stay hydrated. That is the number one thing if you're in Thailand. Stay hydrated, and then everything else will be fine. Like, look at this. You can't tell me this isn't magical. You can't tell me that I'm not living my best life. To some people, this is like normal. To some people, like the people that live here, they might not even like this area. It makes me think that there's stuff in my hometown, in my home village, that I take for granted, and some people like can find the magic in it, and I think that's just beautiful. I think there's like definitely something to point out there, and definitely something to say about the magic that we find in things that aren't familiar to us. I believe I've made it. I thought I did 5 minutes ago, but I was at the wrong. There's like 2 terminals next to each other. Hello. This place looks closed. I'm pretty sure my bags are here. I retrieved my bag. Yay.
Eventually, it was time to make the overnight journey from Chiang Mai to Bangkok. And honestly, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I was expecting it to be. One side of the bus has 1 seat, the other side has 2. And when you're booking, you can choose what side you want to be on. So, of course, I chose to sit by myself. The journey was all right. There was charging ports, luckily, which I was so grateful for, because I don't know what I would have done. My phone was about to shut down by the time I got on the bus, but I managed to fully charge it before reaching Bangkok the next morning.
I've made it back to Bangkok. That was an interesting journey. I kept waking up, but I managed to get some sleep. I am tired, but honestly the worst part is that I feel really groggy right now. I don't know if it's the bus, I don't know if it's Bangkok, I don't know if it's a combination of both. I've got like some wipes and I'm just like giving myself like a little wipe down. But I'm gonna try and find somewhere for breakfast.
On my way to find some breakfast, I saw a monitor lizard, which was really cool.
As my train isn't until this evening, I've basically got a full day in Bangkok, an extra day here. So I'm gonna take full advantage of it. I've managed to rearrange my bags, have a rest, have a sip, and recharge basically. I still feel sticky, don't get me wrong, but I feel a lot fresher than I did before, and I've got a plan. I'm heading to the pier to get the ferry. Should probably actually find a spot for breakfast. I didn't eat at the cafe because there wasn't really anything veggie on the menu, but it's okay. I wasn't too hungry, and I do have some stuff with me that I should probably eat anyway. So I'm gonna find somewhere to sit down and have a bit of a munch. I love like that you can hear the birds and everything, like even in the city. It makes me so happy to listen to nature. I could sit here, this is kind of cute.
I'm going to try this corn-filled pie.
It's slightly disappointing, but also I didn't expect to love it because I'm not a huge fan of corn. Wow, I've never seen anything like this. You can see where the trees had a haircut, look.
Taking the ferry, or like the long-tail boat, up and down the river in Bangkok is 110% my favourite way of getting around and seeing the city. I think I went up and down like 3 times. It only costs 16 baht each way.
I'm currently in like the fanciest underground tunnel that I've ever been in to get to the Grand Palace. Whoa. Whoa. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
I didn't stay in that area for too long, honestly. I was considering going into the Grand Palace, but it was a bit expensive and I wasn't too bothered about it. So I decided to just admire it from the outside. The area was absolutely beautiful. And then I got back on the boat, which made my inner child so happy. I went the rest of the way downstream before getting off and getting on another boat to come back upstream, just for the sake of it, because I enjoyed it so much, and also I needed to go back upstream to get to where I needed to be, so it made sense to get the boat. We passed the Wat Arun on the way. I'm not too sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it translates to the Temple of Dawn, and I feel like I say this about every temple that I show you guys, but it was just stunning and breathtaking. I decided once again to not pay the entrance fee to go in because, again, it was so expensive compared to other temples, but it was so beautiful to admire from the boat, and I really, really liked it.
So I'm off the boat and now I'm heading to find some food.
For lunch, I went to this veggie place near Khao Sok Road. It's a small family-owned restaurant. It's a little bit further out. It's not on Khao Sok Road. It is probably like 10 minutes away, but it's definitely worth it, and the food was so good. And I wandered around Khao Sok Road and the roads parallel to Khao Sok. Eventually, it was time for me to head down to Khao Sok, so I got the overnight bus again from Bangkok. So we got into Suratthani at about 4 a.m. Suratthani is a town in southern Thailand which serves like a transit point between different destinations. And then I headed over to Khao Sok. It's incredible how fast the scenery changes, and you can definitely tell the difference and when you're like approaching a place in Thailand, just because the landscape completely changes. I knew that I was getting close to Khao Sok National Park when I saw this mountain range. You could also 100% tell that we were getting closer to the rainforest as it got more overcast and cloudy and misty, and That is when the true excitement really kicked in.
Guys, we've made it. I am so excited right now. I cannot contain my excitement. I actually can't even believe that I'm here. Like, I'm in the jungle, rainforest, whatever you want to call it. I'm so excited. I'm probably going to stop vlogging for a little bit and I'll pick up a new vlog a little bit later. So if you want to watch the Khao Sok vlog, then subscribe and turn on your notifications because that's what's coming next. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.